Hi, my name is Stacy Brooke and I am the founder and chief advisor at College Essay Advisors. And today I'm going to talk to you about how to write an eye-catching activity resume. As many of you already know, most of the major applications you're going to be filling out for colleges are going to provide sections for you to populate with your most important activities. The Common Application has this, the Coalition application has this, and still you may have things that might not fit within the confines of, let's say, the 10 spaces that the Common App provides for you to elaborate on these activities of yours. Luckily, some of the schools have realized this and they give you the opportunity to submit a completely separate activity resume. And if this is the case for the schools you are applying to, you should absolutely take advantage. The first thing you're going to want to do when you're pulling together an activity resume is to pick a clear and consistent format. Googling resumes or activity resumes in particular is going to provide you with at least some semblance of an idea of how other people have organized these things, and then you can sort of adapt to your own personal visual style and your needs, depending on how many activities you have to cover. But just Googling activity resume is actually a great place to start in terms of just understanding what admissions is expecting of you with this kind of document. As far as which formats admissions prefers, I think as long as things are clean and consistent and easy to read and understand, they're okay with whatever you decide to submit. A grid format, something that resembles a more traditional professional resume. Again, just make sure that things are properly organized and easy to understand. Once you have some semblance of an idea how you're going to arrange things on the page, you're also going to want to think about how you're organizing the information into sections that will be easy for admissions to understand and sift through in their minds. For example, you're probably going to want to create separate sections for maybe your nonprofit work, your in-school activities. Maybe you're an athlete and you need a section to cover all of your sports that you participate in. Just make sure that if you're creating a separate section for a set of activities, that there are more than one or two activities in any given section. Otherwise, I would say you probably can take the activities in a one or two activity section and put them elsewhere. I also encourage trial and error in the organization process. Nothing is set in stone until you press the submit button. So try moving things around and see how the jigsaw puzzle pieces fit together. In the end, when you have this finished activity resume document, the sections you create, those headings, are likely going to be a reflection, a very quick picture of the things you've been involved in and who you are as a person. The next thing you're going to want to do once you get the basic organizational structure of your resume in place is look at each item on your list and make sure your growth within each activity is clear. So if you've been a member of the chess club, how many years have you been a member? Have you graduated in leadership positions? Were you the treasurer in sophomore year and the president in your junior year or senior year? These are all things that are important to denote. You want an admissions officer to get a comprehensive understanding of your commitment to the things you're participating in and also your growth in terms of the amount of responsibilities you've been taking on. While you do want to give admissions a comprehensive picture in some sense of how you've been involved in each of these activities, you also want to make sure your descriptions are relatively succinct. You're really only including the highlights here. Are there awards you have won, specific events within clubs that you personally have been responsible for organizing? You probably don't need to tell admissions what the National Honor Society does, for example. Just talk to them about your role within that organization at your school. Admissions really just wants to know how these activities have made an impact in your life and how you have impacted the organizations that you're a part of. Finally, don't undersell yourself. If you participated in a wide range of activities over the years, throw the kitchen sink into the first draft of your resume. You can always cut things out. You can always clean things up if you feel like there's just too much in there or that your activities are overlapping in a way that's unhelpful. to admissions, and that doesn't increase their understanding of where you're spending your time. But when you're first putting this thing together, you really want to include as much as you possibly can and give yourself credit for all of the things you've been involved in. We hope these tips and tricks related to the activity resume are helpful to you, and we're excited for you to use this tool to enhance your application. If you like this video, subscribe to our channel. We will be releasing new videos regularly, and we also have a ton of advice up on our channel already, so check us out, and we look forward to seeing you soon.